I'm joined now by Wally State's head coach, Will Waldorf. Coach Waldorf, we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us before tonight's big game.
Of course, of course. Glad to be here.
Coach Waldorf, given the recent viral video and the comments about Chandler Morris, can you tell us how you and Morris have moved forward from that moment? Do you think it will impact the team's chemistry in tonight's high stakes game?
Yeah, man. Some players just need a fire lit under their ass. And that video, obviously, all jokes aside, the video was to our quarterbacks. That video wasn't ever meant to get out, but one of our backups leaked it. Wasn't meant to happen. Chandler knows it's all love. Chandler knows he needs to step up. Going 10-1, could have been 11-1, but we had a little step back there. Going to 10-2, it's all right. We're coming to play tonight. That's all that matters.
There's been speculation about your future with Wally State after this season. Has that affected your approach to preparing for tonight's game? And what are your thoughts on coming back next season?
All I know is Jimmy Chu's a high valued male, and people want him. So if Wally State can pay, Wally State will pay, and if not, then Jimmy Chu's going to go find other alternatives that will pay. It's time to get that money. Our record shows that we come to play, and if players can't step up and appreciate the coaching that sets them up for winning, then that's on them.
Your defense has been strong in takeaways and third down defense all year. How do you plan to contain a powerhouse offense like St. Bagman's, particularly their record breaking passing game?
Take it slow. It's one drive at a time on defense. Sometimes we give up more than we want, but it's just about going back out there, next play mentality, making sure our offense knows that it's the same way. Might not get every fourth down conversion, might not get any fourth down conversions, just next play mentality.
Your offense has been effective but less consistent than St. Bagman's. What adjustments have you made to keep up with their scoring, particularly with your team's third and fourth down conversion rates?
Uh, no adjustments, just playing our kind of football. That's all it's going to take.
Chandler Morris has had an up and down season with 18 interceptions, but also a lot of touchdowns. How do you plan to maximize his strengths tonight against a defense known for interceptions?
We have a throwing style kind of offense. It's meant to be thrown. As you can see, we don't need to throw it every time. Our quarterback's good at running. Our running back's good at running. So QB spies takes a player out of a possible two-man lockup, and Chandler Morris can throw the ball. So you'll just have to wait and see which one he wants to do tonight.
Wally State has a powerful rushing duo in Akaika Ragsdale and Zach Evans, who have combined for 14 rushing touchdowns. How do you see your ground game matching up against St. Bagman's defense?
It just depends on what kind of defensive style they bring to the table. It could be a run, it could be a throw, it could be an option. St. Bagman's just going to have to be ready for everything tonight. Takes everything.
As a coach who has guided Wally State to a 10-2 record and a number 19 national ranking, what message are you sending to your players about handling the pressure of this game and possibly reaching a national playoff?
It's what this season has been all about. Just next game, keeping our heads up, knowing what we came here to do, and now we're in the position where we capitalize. So it's time to capitalize.
Wally State has struggled in the red zone this season, converting only 50% of opportunities. Do you have any specific strategies to improve on that tonight, especially against a defense like St. Bagman's?
We just got to keep getting to the red zone. Points are scored in the red zone, not midfield. You said it yourself. We were in the red zone many times. We just need to capitalize in the red zone. We need to take it snap by snap, not get ahead of ourselves, not force things. Take it step by step.
Thank you, Coach Waldorf. We're looking forward to an exciting game. Best of luck out there.
Of course. Thank you.
I'm here with St. Bagman's head coach, Raed Saeed. Coach, thanks for giving us a few minutes before this championship matchup.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Your team is on an impressive 10-game winning streak and has broken multiple records this season. What has been the key to maintaining this momentum, and how will you channel that tonight?
Yeah, definitely proud of the guys throughout the season. Giovanni and Anthony obviously hopping into the all-time record books. I think it's exactly what you said. We've been building this momentum with each game this season, performing better and better every week, posting better stats on the offensive side of the ball. And I think the momentum's at an all-time high going into this conference final tonight. We're just going to do what we've been doing and approach it like we have any other game.
You made a significant decision early on, benching Ben Goldbranson for Giovanni McCoy. What did you see in McCoy back then that convinced you he was the right choice, and how has he exceeded your expectations?
For sure. Everyone said I made that controversial decision benching Ben after our first game and win against a stellar team in Oregon. But, based on what I saw during practices, I thought Giovanni was definitely a better fit for at least my offensive scheme and playbook. I thought Ben and Giovanni were similar in their passing game, but he's definitely quicker on his feet, more of a two-way threat, which is something I like to build my offense and playbook around. He's very clearly stepped into that starting job well.
With the team averaging nearly 50 points per game, how do you plan to overcome Wally State's strong defensive lineup, especially given their success with turnovers this season?
Yeah, like I said in the locker room, we're approaching this game like any other. Wally State definitely has a strong defense, but I don't think it's enough to overcome our offense. Statistically, we have the top offense in the country, and I think we should be able to give them a run for their money.
St. Bagman is ranked number 9 nationally, with fans buzzing about the potential for a national championship. Does this possibility impact your approach to tonight's game?
Yeah, for sure. Even though we're playing for the SAE-12 title, we're just approaching this as a stop along our journey to the national championship. As for impacting tonight's game, I'd like to say no, but I'd obviously be lying. We know that the winner of this game gets that automatic entry into the national playoff. And ultimately, if we lose, then it's up to the committee for us to, try and butt our way in there. But it gives us all the more drive to walk out with the W tonight.
Wally State has an effective pass rush, and Chandler Morris has delivered under pressure. How do you plan to keep McCoy protected and keep their defense off balance?
Yeah, like I said, I think they have a strong defense, but our offense is even stronger, especially our offensive line. McCoy's an elite scrambler when he needs to be. And, to keep their defense on their feet, you know how we play, lots of trick plays, throw them off, utilizing guys in kind of a positionless way of football. But, yeah, I think our game plan is strong for tonight.
The chemistry between McCoy, Jam Griffin, and Anthony Hankerson has been electric this season. How do you think their combined abilities will factor into the game tonight, particularly against Wally State's secondary?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, we kind of focus on positionless football, and I think these two running back sets we've been running the last couple of weeks has worked amazingly. Between those three guys, we have each of them able to throw, rush, catch the ball, so the defense never really knows what's going to happen. And then with Jam ideally heading off of the draft and Anthony set to take a spot as RB1, I think it's also giving the opportunity to kind of transition into that role under Jam's mentorship as well.
Despite your offensive success, the team has 40 giveaways. How do you address the risk of turnovers in such a high-stakes game?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think we're pretty solid in the turnover category and one of the best in the conference for sure. We may throw a pick every now and then, as any QB would, but I'm not at all worried about that heading into tonight's game. I think we'll be just fine.
Having only a handful of fourth down conversion attempts, what's your confidence level if the game comes down to a close fourth down call?
Yeah, obviously the nerves will be there when you play a defense like Wally State's, but again, with our out-of-the-ordinary play calling, I like our chances. We had that one game-deciding fourth down against Coach Goldenberg and UNFL, and like you saw there, we were able to close it out.
We appreciate your insights and wish you the best of luck tonight.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.